Hi, I feel like I live here in this hotel room. I'm in Dunedin again to get my body parts fixed with a spanner. Somebody earlier on this week said she wished all her body parts could be fixed with a spanner. Wouldn't that be helpful? So yes, it's been a long day because I got up this morning first thing for physio. I've done a whole day's work in between and then drove to Dunedin after I finished this evening. Thank you for that last client who changed his appointment to a different day so I didn't have to leave even later. So what has happened today? Well, I took the bike into the bike shop. Fingers crossed that part will come in the next day. And when I get back, it'll have a pendulum crank on it and I can try it. I got another email about another blood test. I don't need to take iron tablets anymore. I have never taken iron tablets in my life. But after the femoral bypass surgery I had, the last surgery to try and save my left leg, I lost a considerable amount of blood in surgery. And apparently I should have had a blood transfusion, but I didn't. And so I ended up with very low iron levels for a really long time. And I've been on the iron tablets ever since. And that was July last year. And I've been asking the doctor, like, what about these iron tablets, Can we have it test again? So he did the test again and I don't need to take them anymore. So yay! So that's another one ticked off. So now I'm down to 3 and I see the vascular team tomorrow for a follow-up. So maybe I can cross some more off. Who knows? Then I got a really exciting email during today to tell me that I've received a provisional classification. So I am PTS4. Which is a moderate impairment. And what it basically means is that I'm allowed one person as a handler. This is the classification I thought I would get. I'm allowed one person as a handler in transition between the swim and the bike and the bike and the run. They're allowed to help me with legs and parts and things, but aren't allowed to propel me forwards. I know a lot of people that are para-triathletes, because it used to race alongside a triathlon before it became a Paralympic sport. And so I know a lot of people that race para-triathlon. And I've had the argument about classifications with many of them for many years. It's got to be an impossible job to devise some type of fair classification system for the insurmountable amount of different types of disabilities to put them into 6 boxes. I have no idea how they even got to the place that they're in. However, it is, I can see it from both sides that it's a really impossible thing to do, but at the same time, it's really difficult for the athletes as well. I'm in PTS4 and it puts me in the same category as an arm amputee. Now, if we're just thinking about triathlon here, that cannot be fair and equal, surely, because an arm amputee obviously has a severe impairment in the swim compared to a leg amputee, but the swim is always the smallest section of a triathlon. And so surely I've got a more significant impairment than an arm amputee with having a leg missing for the bike and the run sections. So is it fair to put those in the same category? If it's not, how do you make it fair? It's going to irritate me, but there's nothing I can do about it. So there we are. And then how it works, I've got to go to an official classification event to get an official classification. That's the provisional one. And meanwhile, I'm not allowed to break any New Zealand records or anything like that because it wouldn't count. Not that I'm likely to anytime soon. So that'll be all right. I went to physio and he has had me doing all sorts of balancing exercises. As you know, he's had me balancing on the bow shoe and doing arm exercises and resistance exercises today to try and throw me off balance. He's had me balancing on the gyro board and I've been doing that for a wee while. And then he increased the exercises and made them ones that were a bit more like the massage. But in the process of all this, I constantly say to clients in the gym, okay, then now try it on one leg. When they complain, well, I wanted them to appreciate how hard it was to stand on the gyro board. So here is the gyro board Me standing on it, I've got a false leg, and then them standing on it, there's nothing wrong with any of them. Here's what that looks like, just to appreciate how difficult this is.
Yeah, baby.
Doing step-ups. Now, I can step up, this is fine. What I still haven't mastered the art of is smoothly stepping down. But this is what step-ups with my prosthetic as the leading leg look like. Oh, I'm just trying not to fall over. And then, the most exciting thing that's happened so far today, after the little puzzling session we had with the physio the other day, trying to work out how to make the prosthetic work with massage stances and giving me those exercises. Today I asked my first client if he minded being my guinea pig. Now, what I mean by that was, I wanted to try massaging him. Now, he's a stocky chap, he's a farmer. I wanted to try massaging him with the prosthetic on, and for it to be all right with him if halfway through it all went pear-shaped and I needed to take it off and kneel back on the stool. He was fine by that. So I did it with the prosthetic on. I tried all the things that we'd been doing with me and Joel with the physio, and turning the foot slightly different angle and the side-to-side squats that I've been practicing and all of that jazz. Now, once I'd wrapped my head around the fact that, yes, you know, your leg will hold you up. No, you won't fall over. Once I got past that, actually, it went fine. And at the end, I said to him, you survived. You survived the pain, and I survived with 2 feet intact. So I was pretty happy about that. So I did the same with my next one. So that was 2 massages today. They weren't back to back. They had a staff meeting in between. And they had the prosthetic on for the whole time on both of them. Now I'm really, really freaking chuffed with that, because that has been the hardest thing of all so far, is working out a way to get back to massage while standing on the prosthetic and not upsetting the stump. So I'm really, really excited that I can do that, and I can start building that up. So the next thing, hopefully, if the part has arrived, is to figure out how to make this darn leg pedal a bike. Hopefully we can start on that tomorrow if the part arrives. So fingers, toes and everything else crossed, and have a lovely evening.